What is up, guys, and welcome to the video. In today's video, you guys are basically going to see me trying a new tune for the car. I've had this tune for a while now. MPT gives you 3 tunes. If you guys own a 3.7 liter Mustang and you're tuned by them, basically you can buy a 3-tune package. So I have the MPT 87 octane tune. It's a performance tune, but it's on 87. The 93 is the maximum performance, and then I also have a gas mileage 87 tune. So that is what we actually tried out in this video that you guys are about to watch. The reason why we're starting off in a different location is because I actually filmed this video a couple of weeks ago, back when I was still in Lynchburg, Virginia. Now I'm in DC. I do have my car in DC, but instead of standing on a noisy city block and trying to do all this other stuff, I just decided to start the video here. The reason why I'm also doing it in here is because my audio was actually unusable for the beginning of this video. What you guys are about to see now is me throwing you guys into a clip, basically the end of my intro of that video, or what was supposed to be the intro of this video. It's still, you know, the entire video still, the video quality is still there, but there are some points where the audio just wasn't where I wanted it to be. It's just sometimes unusable, stuff like that. But without further ado, we're gonna get into the video. Like I said, all we did basically in this video was tune, and we also got my car inspected in this video, so you guys will see how that goes. But without further ado, here we go. But I'm planning on going down to a Nissan dealership. They perform state inspections. I just figured might as well just go there. It's the closest place I can find, closest city, unless I'm going down there and I see something that's closer. But the North Carolina state border from Lynchburg is about an hour away. So Reedsville is about 30 minutes into North Carolina once you're at the border of Virginia and North Carolina. So I do have to do that tomorrow, and I figured why not retune the car. Try the 87 MPT octane tune for gas mileage. Never really tried it, so I'm gonna do a gas mileage test in this video, show you guys what it's like. Is it any better? I also I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this in another video, but I want to show you guys if the power is any different, give you guys any feedback, let you guys know if the car has changed just from that tune or if it feels the same as the 87, and also compare it to the 93 tune. But right now, guys, what we're gonna go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and clean off the front of the car so I can go ahead and brawl this thing up. So you guys just watched me watch the car, basically that quick little time lapse of everything. Honestly, guys, do I consider that me washing the car? No, not really. That was just basically a quick overview. If you guys do on a brawl, or if you do put on any type of car protection for any type of travel, you would understand that basically your goal is to wash off all the debris on the front of the car. That way when you actually apply your brawl or whatever you're putting on there, the actual brawl does not even scratch up the surface of your vehicle. I did experience that. If you guys ever heard me say that like 10 times by now, I have experienced that. I have different videos that I can put in the description for you guys if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. But essentially, that's basically what I was doing. So don't start attacking me in the comments. That's not a real wash. All you did was power wash. And yes, all I did was power wash. The car wasn't that dirty, but I did just want to go ahead and wash it off real quick. As you guys can see right now, that's basically me trying to tell you guys in the video, but my audio, like I said earlier in the video. So after I washed off the vehicle, I actually retuned the vehicle. So I'm going to go ahead and cut to that clip for you guys right now. So we're going to go ahead and approve all that. All that looks good. And here we are. Do not turn the key off. So I'll go ahead and show you guys. It should be faster. Each tune I've done is faster. The longest one is the very first tune that you do with your vehicle, but this one does seem like it's going pretty fast. I think I'm gonna have another loading screen, but I'll cut to you guys once this is done. So as you guys just saw right there, I started tuning the car. I basically shut off the camera, that way everything could go ahead and take its course. It actually, I think I mentioned in that last clip that you guys just watched, I thought that the process was gonna be faster. I was wrong about that. So it kind of scared me, not gonna lie to you guys. Like I said in that clip, I've always been kind of worried about tuning, or not necessarily. I just know that there can be some bad things that can happen because if you do it wrong, basically. But there was a hot second, I'd say probably 40 seconds where nothing was happening. Like the tuner wasn't saying anything, like it just stayed on the same screen. My car just kind of shut down for all like 40 seconds, nothing was happening, and like I was like, oh my goodness, what did I just do to my car? Did I do anything wrong? You know, I'm just following the regular steps, but eventually it came to life. You guys are seeing this right now, but eventually came back to life. This clip, yet again, the audio got distorted, so that's why I'm explaining it to you guys right now. But this, basically everything came back to life. So the next clip you guys are going to see is going to be me going ahead and giving a nice little cold start. It wasn't really that cold the next morning, but we went ahead and went for the next day, and we're going to go ahead and get on the road, and you guys are going to see how the car did with this new tune. Alright guys, so it is now the next day. We are now on the road, and if you guys haven't seen these videos, basically what I like to do is I like to reset my trip computer at the very beginning of the trip, at least one of them, so we're going to go ahead and do that now. And as always, as soon as you reset, you always get a very high number. So I think I'm getting 86 miles to the gallon right now. That's not going to stay that way as we go up and down hills. But basically what I like to do, I like to reset that, like I said, at the beginning of the trip to basically calculate the entire trip. And, you know, try if there is any slowdowns or any traffic, that would be in there. And then I like to set my second computer once I'm more on speed, been on the highway for a minute, and then see what that number says. Generally, in the past, they've been a couple of miles to the gallon off, not even really an entire mile, maybe 1 mile to the gallon more or less. But usually they're pretty close, but we're still going to go ahead and do that just to keep up with my consistency. If you guys are true science people or about, you know, scientific method and all the different variables, yes, compared to my other ones, I'm doing this at a different time, so there are some stuff that could go into this as far as the temperature outside being different from what it normally is. I normally do these type of tests in the fall. It actually is pretty cool outside at 64, but the humidity is pretty up there with it being summer in the mountains, so you know that is a variable, but I don't really think that should play too much into this. So we are just going to test this out, and I'll let you guys know when I reset my other computer, but for now we're just going to go ahead and get on the road here. Alright guys, so we've now been on the road for a little minute here, and I'm actually going to go ahead and reset my second trip computer here. So there we go. So this is going to start telling me, well, here it actually is. There you guys. So obviously we're getting high numbers right now. We're starting off pretty strong, seeing numbers around 36 miles to the gallon. This tune, it does seem like it's doing better than the regular tunes that I have. Like I said, we'll see once we're actually done with this, but we're just going to keep on driving for now. Alright guys, so we have reached our destination. We got about 34.1 miles to the gallon on this computer. I know it says 34, and now it's going down to 33.9. That's just because I'm sitting here idling, but it was at about 34.1. And the other one I believe was going lower as well. It was higher, I think it was 34.4 a minute ago, and now it's gone down to 34.3. So I'm really not sure if I'm impressed with this tune yet. I'm trying to get you guys to see my face for the first time, at least on this part of the video, but I'm not sure if I'm impressed with this tune yet, because the reason is most of my other tests have been to Charlotte, so these numbers do look a little different. It looks like it's doing better. We started off definitely strong. Sorry I didn't really give you guys any updates on the way down here. Trying to keep this video short as possible. I'm pretty sure it's probably gotten a little longer than I wanted it to, but essentially I wanted to you know, watch it more, and I basically was looking at 36 miles to the gallon for a long time, but as my speed picked up, as the speed limit increased down here in North Carolina to about 70 miles an hour, we went to about 34.2, and as you guys know in my videos, I do the speed limit. I may go 3 over, that's it, but I stay on cruise control the entire time. That way, you know, this is basically a more consistent variable. It's not my foot going in and out. So we're gonna go ahead and go in here and get my inspection done. Like I said, I'm at a Nissan dealer for this thing, but that's really the only place I could find that's the closest place to me to perform my North Carolina inspection. So I should be in and out of here in about 15 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and get back on the road. All right guys, so we're out here on the lot right now waiting for my inspection to get done. I'm outside just because, you know, not that I don't trust dealerships, but Yeah, there's always that little bit of mistrust, I guess. So I'm just kind of waiting my car to start up, and there's not really much that they need to check out. It's an inspection, so I don't know what's going to take them so long. They should, I should be out of here at least in 20 minutes. But did find a car worth talking about with you guys. This is definitely a car that I have a review on the channel of one of these Challenger Scat Packs. I loved it. 8-speed automatic. It's an awesome car. I don't know if I would buy a Challenger, but definitely a Charger. I really do see a Charger happening in my future when it's time to upgrade. Obviously, I want to keep a Mustang, but definitely want to have a family and everything. I definitely go for the Scat Pack. I mean, the 6.4 is just an incredible engine. You get a decent gas mileage, and it's definitely just the Charger marketing towards people, especially enthusiasts, is just great. This is definitely one heck of a car, though. If you guys ever get a chance to drive one of these, this is one of the few cars I found interesting on the lot. Nissan doesn't have a bunch, in my opinion. They have the 370Z. We have never really been a big fan of those. They have the there's a GTR actually inside. They have that going for about $112,000. I personally think GTR prices have gone, well, I know they've gone up, and I don't really, if I had that type of money, I probably would look towards something else. There's cars that are faster or just as fast nowadays that look better, in my opinion. Like I said, it's all depends on what you're interested in. We also have a V6 Mustang right here, the original. I believe this is going to be a 2011 or 2012. Reason why I can tell, obviously the tail lights and the dual exhaust right here, so I know it's not a 2010 because the 2010s do only have one side exhaust. I think it's on the left side. Have that automatic. That's definitely the 6-speed automatic. There's no warranty on this car. How many miles are on it? I don't know if did they write that on this type of sticker. Let's see. No, they don't put that on there. So here it is. It's on the other side. I wonder how much they want for it too. Probably don't have the price. 2011 with, nope, there's still no miles. No, there's no number for how many miles on it, so I wonder if it's unlocked, and it's not unlocked. So but they do have this for sale right here. I know a lot of people buy these things. Some people buy them and mod them out. You never know. Usually sometimes you can get them from an old guy who had the car, and he'll go out there and buy it, not really drive it much. So then you'll get this car used for, like, 14,000. I saw one for 14,000, had like 4,000 miles on it, so pretty good deal. Still has tons of potential, just older, but still basically a brand new car. But I'm just gonna sit around here chilling a lot some more, guys, and then hopefully we'll get back in the car soon and go back up to Virginia. Alright guys, so since I have a little bit of a drive in front of me, let me go ahead and tell you what happened during my inspection process. Everything went smooth overall. Basically my car has been approved now. North Carolina sees it as an expected vehicle. But essentially what happened here is that when I retune my vehicle, there's certain systems in the car that basically wait 100 miles to actually say, okay, the car is good and everything is working correctly. So with that being said, when I originally went to the Nissan dealership, they were the first place I went to go get my car inspected. It did not it had actually not passed because there were two things. I think it was my vacuum system or something like that. They said that wasn't coming through. They said it wasn't showing signs of errors, that it just wasn't registering yet. And they asked me, did I do anything to the car recently? Did I get a check engine light removed? And I was like, oh, well, here's what must have happened. It said exactly, you have to drive about 100 miles for that issue to be resolved. So I did end up driving 90 from Lynchburg down to Reedsville. So I just drove the car for about an extra 10 miles, 12 miles, just to be sure. I ended up going to another place just because I saw somewhere that was a little closer. It was a little oil shop, and my car passed, no problems there. Actually, some really cool guys on there. They loved my car. They asked me about the difference between the V6 and the V8. They knew obviously the cylinder difference, but they asked me, did I see any performance differences or how did I like it so far? And they absolutely loved it, loved the way it sounded. Gave them a little pull out as I was getting out of there. But yeah, so the car is running fine. Since I have you guys right here, let's go ahead and reset the trip computers for everything. So here we go. So it is reading pretty high right now, basically about where we left off at. So I'm gonna go ahead and reset for you guys. So now you guys see that we reset that first computer, and we are gonna go ahead and keep going on the road, and I'll go wait a little bit, probably wait till I hit Virginia in about 30 minutes to actually reset my other computer for you guys. But this video is going to be wrapping up shortly. I'll go ahead and give you guys the results. I'll give you guys a little mid update, show you guys what the car is doing in the middle of the trip. But other than that, guys, this should be a little quick drive, and I'll be back in Virginia in no time. Guys, so as you guys can see, this is our basically mid-trip check-in, since I didn't do one on the way down. I'm doing one on the way up. So here's our first computer right here. I believe that says about 33 miles to the gallon. It has been going up and down, and the other one is not far off from it. I believe that is 32.2 miles to the gallon. So just before I finish the video, you know, we're not done with the trip yet, but I will say I'm still not sure how I feel about this tune. If it is really better, or maybe it's the same thing. I will say right off the bat, I do feel like, you know, there's maybe a little bit difference in the pedal as far as when you're hitting the gas. Maybe that's why the tune is different. I could go into that in another video. But overall right now, still on the trip, still going up, and we'll be done in about 20 minutes. On the first computer that we set is 32.4, and on our second one is 33 miles to the gallon. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick with that 33 miles to the gallon right there. It's been a very interesting trip. A lot has happened, like I said, with that basically the issue I had with renewing my registration just because I reflashed the car. Other than that, it's been a pretty easy trip. Hopefully this video doesn't get too long. I definitely will do more reviews or just more talking about this actual tune. Does it feel any different and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up for you guys. Like I said, don't want this video to be too long. Other than that, guys, I'll catch you guys in another video.